You name it, we're there. We are brought to you, as always, by our doc, Dr. Paul Vidal at SpecializedPhysicalTherapy.com. Check him out. He's got 3 locations at Burlington, Cherry Hill, Princeton, New Jersey. He's our doc. Make him yours. Also, Michael Ambrose and the guys at Ambuck Services. Give them a call at 856-879-5530. Excuse me. They are the gutter and deck experts of South Jersey. This is the time to give them the call. And guys, it's in this very ring. Saturday night. I got the In This Very Ring shirt on. Butters has his HUD swag on. Where'd you find that at, Butters? Tell me about it!
Oh, baby, I found it on Philly Drinkers.
PhillyDrinkers.com/HUD radio. That is the place to find all your apparel, all your HUD merch, including the absolute best wrestling show on the platform today.
I mean, come on. If you want to get somebody a Christmas gift, and they love our show, they love HUD in general or any other show, go to PhillyDrinkers.com and get them a
Absolutely.
shirt, a hat, a T-shirt, you name it, a hoodie for all we care. It's starting to get cooler weather ahead.
Butters, tell me, how was your Thanksgiving?
I got fat.
I
got fatter and slept for 4 hours.
What a shock.
Hey, I needed it, damn it, after this past week. The holidays are crazy at Coke. Crazy.
At Coke.
And that extra sleep was
not with Coke.
needed.
At Coke.
At Coke, but still, either way. No. Holidays are crazy. It's good. I'm good. I've slept somewhat today. I'll have plenty of sleep the next 2 weeks. I'm on vacation, so.
Well, you're always on vacation. Not like you do anything.
Sheesh.
I'm just saying. I lay it out as I see it. I call it as I see it. You're a bum. Yeah. All right. Well, Survivor Series is in the rearview mirror. And you would think, coming off the heels of a pretty decent show, we're going to run down the show in a little bit. I mean, and it's like the season premiere of pro wrestling, right? It's
around the time, actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's around the time. There's less time in between big 4 pay-per-views. We got the Rumble in a few months. WrestleMania is 6 months away. So the question goes, how do you come off the heels of a decent pay-per-view and completely and utterly suck?
Vince must have overate and overslept.
Well, goes to our poll question. WWE fell asleep at the wheel this week. Agree, disagree. So there's been a lot of reports coming out. Let's break down what we mean by fell asleep at the wheel. A lot of reports have come out today in regards to Smackdown from last night that Vince was rewriting the show up until roughly 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. When Vince got there at 12:30, nobody knew what was going on.
I should say, then again, since when hasn't Vince rewritten the show at the last minute, But this week, this week showed it more,
Well, we really haven't heard a lot of those reports coming out lately that he's rewriting shows.
Yeah.
This was the first report, at least that I've seen in a while, of him going in, rewriting a show almost up to showtime. And the question begs, did WWE fall asleep at the wheel this week? Butters, lay it down for me. Tell me what you think.
I gotta agree. I mean, they fell asleep hard, and it was a train wreck. I mean, I get it. It's Thanksgiving week. Maybe not a lot of people are gonna want to watch. Wrestling Friday night. They're still with family or watch wrestling in general for the week, other than Survivor Series. So I get it. Yes, you want it light. You want it, but come on. Last minute changes. Last minute, Vince arriving late. That's unheard of. He's usually one of the first ones there, from what I understand. I mean, did he, overeat on the turkey? I mean, shit.
I mean, You overate on the turkey.
More like overate on the stuffing.
No comment.
But no, yeah, they fell asleep hard and crashed. I mean, dear Lord. I'm hoping next week picks up better because we're after Thanksgiving. Everybody's, most people should be back home. Most people, but I'll take it with the poll. I agree with it. It's a hard hitting yes for me.
And I have to agree as well. WWE decided that, you know what, coming out of Survivor Series, we're going to do lackluster things on Raw, not really set the stage, as you and I were talking about earlier in the day. We're not really setting the stage for TLC. TLC is 3 weeks from tonight.
God, 3
And
weeks? Really? Are we going back? Are we pulling a Hell in a Cell again?
I mean, let's see, 1, 2. I'm sorry, it's 4 weeks from tonight. My bad.
Even still, that
4 weeks
still
from
sounds.
tomorrow.
God, that sounds close.
No, it's 3 weeks because tomorrow's the 29th, 6th, 13th, 20th. Yeah. 3 weeks from tomorrow night. And
They
we
better
kind
set
of
up. They better set up something this coming week. I mean,
we always talk about it.
I understand they're setting up, for the title match for the Drew. So I mean,
A title match for the Drew. Hey,
yeah,
great English tonight.
right. No, I know, they're setting up for a title match with Drew. I guess for TLC. Who the hell knows?
For who? All right, hold on. So we got HUD Radio chiming in. Best wrestling show in the business. Right, LOL, love you guys. Butters. Ralph Delavecchio chiming in. My guys, please have a good show. And always, Undertaker is the GOAT.
Wait a minute.
Yes, he is.
Why are you going to put that lackluster on that Butters?
Oh.
Why are you hating? You hating?
Real simple. Because I meant to tell you this story, but I figured I'd wait to tell you on air. It's Thanksgiving, and I'm at my parents' house, and we're cooking. And we're making me and my stepmom, we've got the mashed potatoes going, the sweet potato mash going, corn's going, the stuffing, and I'm getting ready to start on the carrots. And we pull them out of the pressure cooker. I throw them in a pot because we're going to do a butter, brown sugar, cinnamon kind of glaze on them. And I throw 1 stick of salted butter in there. And and I go, I think this might need a little bit more butter in there. It looks like they're just going to burn off real quickly. She hands me half a stick of salted butter. Here, put the rest of this in there. Okay. No big deal, right? And she goes, you know what, here, and hands me a stick of unsalted butter. You go, you can never have too much butters. What the hell did you just say to me? She goes, you can never have too much butter. I cry. I'm in tears. I'm bawling my eyes out, laughing over a stove because my stepmom, who has no idea that you are Butters, right? Is going, what the hell's so funny? I was like, you just said you can never have too much of my co-host. And she's like, I'm done with you, and walks out of the room. Straight up done with you.
Nobody can ever have too much of me.
Not even touching that joke either.
I'm the love that just keeps spreading.
Ryan Brodo wants to chime in. He's got a fun fact for us. Hello, gentlemen. Fun fact for you. Hornswoggle has more victories in the month of November than all Philadelphia sports teams combined. Good day.
The wee nominal one.
The wee nominal one.
You saw
Callie
that segment,
G4 says, fell asleep. What? More like in a coma. Yeah, I saw the segment. We're talking about it in a minute. Get through some more of these comments. The Godfather of HED Radio himself chiming in. Tom Arnone. Hey, Mom. There goes that man again. What's good, my boys?
What's up?
Kevin Dixon wants to know what we thought of Murphy versus King Corbin. I have thoughts on that. Let's get into This Week in Wrestling here in just a moment. I saw Jake Friel agrees to the poll as well. Which, by the way, if you guys missed Fan Friday with Tom, Jake, and Ryan, it was a 4-hour show. It's like a damn pay-per-view around here. And but they had people calling in, and it was a blast, and it was a lot of fun. 4 hours. I think we should have charged some more money for it, but
Hey.
Joey DiBardino wants to know what's the over/under for Butters being in timeout. Kevin Dixon's wondering the same thing. Well, what do you think the over/under is on you getting thrown in timeout tonight?
Let's see. I don't know, man. Give or take, a good 20 minutes.
Yeah, 100%. You're gonna say something real dumb real soon. All right. So Survivor Series, like I said, was just over on Sunday. We want to get your thoughts. Okay. Well, I want to get your thoughts, Butters. I want to give my thoughts on Survivor Series. Let's start out with the dual brand battle royal, the Miz eliminating Dominic Mysterio to win that match.
That was kind of a shocker to me. I expected a Big E to win. Expected Big E to do something in this, and we got the Miz. Like, Miz has already got the Money in the Bank. Are we trying to push him a little more? A little harder? I mean, don't get me wrong, it was nice. But it's just one of those kind of shockers in my head.
You know what, though? I'm not... It doesn't really bother me that Miz won over Big E. What bothers me is that it wasn't Dominic, right? Ray gets eliminated pretty early on. The match only goes 12 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Ray gets eliminated pretty early on, and Dominic has a pretty solid run in this match, and you're like, oh wow, Dominic might actually end up winning this thing. There's a solid chance that this could happen here, and he's doing great, doing well, and Quabamo. They pull the whole Miz didn't go over the top rope, which, don't get me wrong, he didn't. Right?
Yeah.
He did. It was very smart on his part to make sure he got back in the ring in time and everything of that nature. But no, Miz winning made sense. I thought there was going to be a cash in because they stressed that it could be cashed in on either title. So that night was the night to do it.
What?
You didn't hear that?
No.
Miz wins, and Michael Cole's announcing, and he goes, could we see a cash in tonight? Being Mr. Money in the Bank, the Miz can cash in on WWE or Universal titles. Yeah.
When did they change this? Why are they changing shit over? Is it because it was Survivor Series and since they're both there, it's a possibility?
Probably. But I go to Ryan's next trivia question. What or who is somehow more incompetent than the WWE creative team? I'll give you a second. The Philadelphia Eagles. I was going to say just Doug Peterson and Howie Roseman, but, if we're going to include the entire organization, that works too.
You might as well get the whole thing in there. Screw it.
Oh, God. I really hope to God they win Monday night. I don't know if I could do another week. I can't do another week where they lose. I can't.
I don't think the entire city of Philly could take another week of a loss.
It's dangerous. Like, but behind the scenes, it's dangerous when they lose. I go into hiding.
I feel like one more week and everybody's fired.
That might be Christmas for some of these people here at HG Radio.
Hell of an early Christmas.
Yeah. Woo. But no, I mean, it was solid. Here was the shocker, though, for me. We go into the main show, and the very first match on the card is the 5-on-5 men's Survivor Series team.
To open it up with that kind of, I'm like, hey, what?
They go 20 minutes. It was a great match.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at the star power you got in that match.
But you have Raw clean sweep SmackDown.
See, and I even said something about that.
No one cares what you say, though.
I don't care.
See, you don't even care what you said.
I mentioned it, and y'all dismissed that idea.
Because you're 9 times out of 10, I don't know, dumb.
Blech.
That was nice.
Yeah,
that was real nice. But no, please continue your point.
Y'all dismiss the
Y'all
dismiss the butters every
See
time.
here, Callie cares.
Thank you, Callie. Thank you. But y'all dismiss the butters, and then boom, something goes right for me every once in a blue moon.
I'm not making that joke. But
it was a good match. I mean, the whole Seth Rollins giving himself up for the greater good.
That was dumb. That was one of the dumbest things I think I've ever seen.
I get it. You're ready to go home and be with your wife and soon-to-be child, but come on.
I don't want to put this up, but it's Pete. I got to show Pete some love. There's a backstory there. There's a backstory there.
I'll take Captain Margarine, though. I'll take Captain Margarine.
And I'm okay with Mr. Cheesecake is a pie. Ooh, wait, that reminds me. I have cheesecake at my parents' house. But I digress. Hi, Pete. And then Ryan has another question for us. If Doug Peterson was a WWE character, which character would he be? I'll give you another second. Kizarny. It's just a guess, and I'm gonna put this out there in the universe. But I think Ryan's a little upset at the Eagles.
A little? Nah. No, not at all. I don't think he's upset. Nah. Nobody would be upset with a losing team. At all.
Oh, I hope Ryan's still watching and comes in here and cooks you.
I mean, I think they did a little bit better than Dallas.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why do you keep doing this to yourself and me by some weird...
Hey, at least they didn't, I don't think they got blown out like Dallas did they?
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
I don't know either because I don't remember the scores because I barely watch football.
That's why we do wrestling shows here.
Exactly.
But no, Seth, speaking of wrestling, Seth giving himself up with this whole, for the greater good and whatever have you, it was just dumb. It was corny. It was cheesy. I could have done without it.
We all could have. We could have at least gotten a solid, 2 to 3 minutes of Seth Rollins wrestling. But no, we get, do it to me, baby. Hit me hard. Knock me out. Leave me out of this one.
How do you... Okay. I'm
a madman.
What are you... I thought you got sleep today.
I got 4 hours of sleep.
I mean, my word, man. Kevin Owens is the next to be eliminated. AJ Styles takes him out with a pinfall. King Corbin gets knocked out by Riddle. Otis by Braun Strowman. And Keith Lee by... Jey Uso by Keith Lee. So every member of Team Raw gets an elimination here on Team SmackDown. Jey Uso is the last one to be eliminated. Which sets the stage for some stuff with Roman later on in the night and also on SmackDown this week. Ryan's adding Howie Roseman would be Spirit Squad Mikey.
Oh, dear Jesus.
It was weird. I don't know how I felt about a clean sweep like that on...
Have we actually ever seen a clean sweep? I mean, I could be wrong. My brain's...
Well, your brain never works because you're just dumb. Because 2006 Survivor Series, DX, the Hardy Boys, and CM Punk clean sweep Team Rated RKO.
See, that's why. 14 years. That's too long to remember.
How is it too long to remember?
I don't know.
It's one of the better Survivor Series shows.
Well, yeah. I mean, look.
You don't even remember. How can you say yeah? You sit there and you shut up because you don't remember.
I know.
No, you don't know. Yep, there it is. Time out for being stupid. There's Joey DiBardino's timeout. Prism wants to sit there and say, happy belated Thanksgiving, guys. Happy belated Thanksgiving to you too, Mr. Prism. Are you done?
Sure, why not? 20 minutes in, damn.
See? Like fate. It's like damn fate around here. Street Profits defeating the New Day. This was kind of surprising to me.
I feel like
Only
this is,
kinda.
I feel like this is more of a passing of the torch kind of thing.
Exactly. I thought so as well.
And I am perfectly fine with that. I mean, it's the Street Profits. I mean, we've seen plenty of the New Day. You know, we don't have to. I mean, I guess they're slowly heading for a split.
what do you mean? Oh, the New Day split?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? I mean, they've already done it
No,
with Big E.
I don't.
mean,
No, they're still Raw Tag Team Champions. They're still doing things well. So no, I don't see that happening. Let's see here. This was a good match though. I like to show respect at the end.
Yeah.
I really did. I kind of thought they were going to use this to turn the New Day though.
really?
I did. They set it up too well for them not to.
Maybe they got enough heel tag teams on Raw right now that they don't really want to.
Possible. Match I could have cared less for was Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn.
You mean the squash match?
Yeah, 100%.
I was kind of hoping for some decent Sammy offense, but I mean, I guess we got to make Bobby Lashley look good. I mean, are we going to get Bobby versus Drew again in the future, or is this
and that was kind of alluded to last week. There was an article that came out, and you got to remember, I take everything Dave Meltzer says with a grain of salt, right?
Grain of salt, my hammer.
Yeah, but he said that Bobby was being protected.
I can see that.
Yeah, Bobby's being protected. They're priming him for Drew. I don't know if I like that. I would almost say he's got to drop the title before he goes anywhere near that.
So drop the title, win the Rumble, go to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby versus Drew. I mean, I wouldn't mind it.
I can see that happening. Yeah, 100%.
I feel like it's Bobby's time to shine, so let's do it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's his time to shine necessarily. Having MVP as his mouthpiece could be the key thing that he needs here.
Yeah.
A story between Drew and what's his name? Drew and Bobby just doesn't sound entertaining to me at all.
Then who? I mean, who would you say would be someone for Bobby? Other than Brock.
You mean for Drew?
I'm saying in general, if say Bobby was to, if you were to give the title to somebody else instead of Drew, just leave Bobby in this whole situation, who would you put with Bobby?
Okay. So who's champion to go up against Bobby?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that's a different way to look at it. Okay, hold on.
Other than Brock?
No, if anything, I want to see those guys in a cage. Right? I think they're.
That's why I said other than Brock.
Yeah, that's more of a cage fight. God. Not the Fiend. They wouldn't do good work together. Randy, maybe.
Keith Lee. I mean, I know it's too soon, but still,
Keith Lee wouldn't be bad. Riddle wouldn't be bad. Some of these new guys they brought in wouldn't be bad.
AJ.
AJ Braun wouldn't be bad. Yeah, I think that would be it. Sami Zayn, I think he's going to end up dropping the title back to Daniel Bryan again. They seem to be doing a storyline there.
I mean, I could totally see it. I don't. I mean, somebody needs to take it off of Sammy, and this way he can keep playing up to that conspiracy theory.
Yeah, and WWE's even playing into it. They had a graphic on their Facebook yesterday, day before, asking if there was a conspiracy theory around Sami Zayn.
I mean, hey, why not go into something a little different?
It could. It definitely could. Sasha Banks defeated Asuka. Huge win for Sasha.
Hell yeah.
Huge win for Sasha.
I just got to say one thing. Suck it, Chrome. You changed your mind at the last second because I picked Sasha. All because I picked Sasha. And she wins. So suck it.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. No, I thought this was a very good match. Sasha and Asuka. I mean, we've seen it before, right? It's nothing new in that sense. But they did a really good job with it.
I was honestly surprised I didn't see some sort of Carmella in there somewhere.
And that's what we had called for. Like if you go back to our show last week where we had the Ginger Gang, Maddie and Chrome on from Lazy Booking, I even said that I could see this going no contest with Carmella doing a run-in. And if there was ever a match to have a no finish, this was the match to do it. This one and the Roman Reigns Drew McIntyre.
Yep.
Somebody wants to know if we're talking about Mike Tyson. No, we are not talking about Mike Tyson. There is that fight tonight, though.
Yes, I was about to say, well, I want to talk about that old man, and then I forgot he's got that fight tonight.
Yeah, he's got that fight tonight. Okay. Raw versus SmackDown 5-on-5 Women's Survivor Series match.
What? Wait! You don't want to talk about the Gooker?
No, I don't want to talk about the Gooker.
But he was 24/7 champion. Come on.
No, I don't give a damn about the gobbledygooker.
He was.
I could care less about the gobbledygooker.
I'm kidding. On to the next.
I want to know what your thoughts are on how this went.
I couldn't help but laugh my ass off.
When they moved Lana out to the ring steps, did you call it? Did you? Because I was sitting there, I was texting, I had a couple different chats I was in. I was texting back and forth, and they moved Lana to the stairs, and I dropped in there. I was like, huh, that's how Lana is sole survivor.
I was like, she's never gonna get touched. She's never gonna come in. She's never. I was confused. You know how I get confused. I was confuzzled.
Well, that doesn't take much.
But it made me laugh. The whole thing just, Nia's pissed off, Lana's happy. It's sweet revenge. Because we all know Lana ain't gonna be able to pick up, Nia Jax's ass and put her through a table. So I guess this is sweet revenge for all the table spots.
Yeah. Ryan's got a comment. Do you guys know what the Spanish translation is for melted butter? I do. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that.
Mantequilla derretida?
Yeah, that. Okay, so that's now what you're going to be known as. Per Ryan Brodo. Well, take it up with Brodo. Actually, I want to see you argue Brodo. I want to see you try to tell Ryan no.
No.
Okay. All right. Brian Daly from the Hockey Happy Hour chiming in. What's up, fellas? He wants to know what happened to Lana's accent. Apparently, Brian isn't watching wrestling lately. Not the ravishing Russian anymore.
She's not getting ravished in the ring.
Prism thinks Brodo's going to burn the whole damn city down. The gobbledygooker became the 24/7 European. God bless Zoe.
Gooker! Woo!
And Tom goes, I agree to the poll. Everyone's been asleep in 2020.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. But
We're all
moving
tripping
on to
on
the
this album.
outside, this was weird for me. Everybody kind of acted like Lana was the worst person in the world.
She's not. She needs
honestly,
work. Don't get me wrong. She's not a bad wrestler. She does need work, but come on.
Everybody took a heel turn here, and I don't know how I felt about that. At a point, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
I love watching me some Lana. I wish they'd give her a decent chance.
I like the part. There was one part she was in the ring with Natalia, and you can tell Natalia trusts her because Natalia put her over very well. Natalia did her job.
I mean, that's the only way to tell a true sign of somebody that can wrestle. Shows that they can wrestle is I'm gonna trust you.
Exactly, 100%.
I trust you enough that you're not gonna drop me on my ass and hurt me.
Thankfully.
Right? Unlike Nia.
Also, yes. So we have Bayley getting eliminated first, which is kind of funny to me, if you really think about it. Bayley was the self-proclaimed team captain of SmackDown.
Oh, what happened to my team captain? Oh, wait. She's gone.
Yeah. Peyton eliminates her. Shortly thereafter, Natalia eliminates Peyton. Lacey then eliminates Natalia. Shayna chokes out Ruby. No, I'm sorry. No, she doesn't. She pins Ruby. Liv eliminates Lacey. Nia eliminates Liv. Shayna gets the disqualification trying to eliminate Bianca, but Bianca gets to the ropes.
Oh, yes.
So she gets counted out. Nia Jax and Bianca Belair on the outside. The double count out. Lana, by the grace of God, ends up being the sole survivor.
And this would have been interesting if Nia would have been eliminated and it came down to Bianca and Lana. Because at that point, if they'd have done that, I think we would have seen Bianca get the win in a quick squash over Lana.
Do you understand what would have happened had Lana gone over somebody like Bianca Belair?
Riots in the street?
Riots in the street, riots in the city, riots in the arena, riots here at HUD Radio.
And that's the thing. It was my, thinking in my head was.
Don't do that.
I know it hurts, but still, was if Lana is the sole survivor, how do you get her over without pissing everybody off?
The same way we managed to let Frank have that stupid ass mustache.
But they went with the better route of not pinning Bianca of all people. God. I mean, honestly, if they wanted to go the route of Lana pinning somebody, they could have had Bianca, eliminated early and then have somebody who could take that pin that nobody's going to get pissed off about.
Yeah, I mean, that Lana pinning Peyton would have been better.
Yeah. Instead of the double count out.
Not Peyton, like Liv or Ruby.
Or even Natty.
Natty would have been perfect.
Because, we all know Natty's at that point where she just wants to put people over.
Exactly. And Daly says, to your comment earlier, no, I haven't watched for a long time. But we still appreciate you being here, Brian. We still appreciate you being here.
We appreciate everybody.
Even if you are a Dirty Ducks fan.
Ooh.
What?
Quack, quack.
Mr. Ducksworth. Roman Reigns defeated Drew McIntyre in about a 25-minute match. great match by these two.
Oh, amazing. I expected the Uso interference. I just didn't expect it to be the interference that caused the match.
I did. I 100% did.
I mean, I guess that's a way to put Drew over without really making Drew look bad.
Of course it is. That's the best way for you to put Drew over, kind of get everybody out of there.
To pin Drew without
pass it out. I mean, it's a technical submission.
Yeah.
Right? So it was the easiest way to put everybody over and not have to deal with, oh, Roman pinned Drew. That means Drew has to be the lesser champion. No, Roman's the lesser champion because fuck this whole head of the table tribal chief bullshit.
Now we know how you really feel, folks. Oh boy.
I mean, I don't mind it. I like it. I think it's funny. Not funny, but I think it's clever. It's a different dynamic to Roman.
But how long till we get tired of it?
What's the attention span of the average wrestling fan?
About a month.
Yep. No, I think this will play out well. And the whole Kevin Owens bit from Friday night, which we're going to talk about, that was funny too.
It really was.
Ooh. Here's an interesting question.
What do you?
All right. So Joey wants to know who would be on your Survivor Series teams out of the HUD radio personalities. All right, let's do this for a minute. Okay? So it's a 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series match. We'll have Team Butters versus Team Ritz. And we have to figure out our personalities that we would have on our team. So, Butters, I'll defer to you. You got 5 picks. Make them count.
Man, now you're making me forget everybody's name.
This is the part I'm gonna love.
Oh God. I'd say Maddie.
Okay.
Ralphie.
I got it. Oh, you're just gonna pick all 5. We're not gonna go back and forth. You're just gonna announce all. No. You already started. Maddie, Ralphie, continue.
I'll pick 2. You go ahead and pick the next 2.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I mean, well, I gotta pick Tom, right? And I gotta pick Ryan.
Ryan's so much flack for that too. I didn't pick.
Yeah, Tom. You are. You're so fucked. Ryan's small and scrap. I feel like he fights dirty. All right, who's your next pick?
I'd have to go with Chrome.
You're taking Chrome.
Yeah, I know it butt heads, but still, I mean, what Survivor Series team doesn't butt heads?
Good point. I gotta take my man Pete. I need Pete on this team.
So you picked 2 so far?
I picked Tom, Ryan, Pete.
Who's
you
all
have
left again?
Maddie. You have Maddie, Ralph, and Chrome.
Now who's all left again? I'm so bad.
So you've got Brian Daly from Hockey Happy Hour, Pove from Hockey Happy Hour. You've got Rob and Brad from the Sport Towns. You've got, Greg and Brian, Steven, Jake. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody.
I'll take Jake. Let's do it. I know I'm forgetting somebody too.
I know who I'm forgetting. I'm intentionally messing with this person, mostly because I want him on my team. I need creepy mustache himself. I need Mr. Frank Vesby. Here's why I've been messing with him. He's been sitting in the back the whole time.
Well, here's what was going on. So there were a bunch of spammers in the chat, so I've been activating the ban hammer going on. So, yeah, I had to take care of those guys.
And so I've been taking
Help
my
him out.
shots left and right at Frank because he can't do anything.
Oh Lord!
I love it. Yeah. So all the comments about breastises and other weird things have been taken care of. So Joey DiBardino, they're all taken care of.
Thanks, Frank.
No problem.
Glad I'm not able to see the comment chats.
Yeah, you're better off. So all right, so I took Frank. Who's your last pick?
I thought that was number 4.
No, you have Maddie, Ralph, Chrome, Jake.
And then me would make 5, so that's 5 on 5.
Oh, you're gonna put yourself on the team?
Yeah.
I'm not putting. Hell
would
no,
you
I'm not putting myself on the team.
Why wouldn't you?
Why would I?
Lazy.
No, smart.
Nah, I'll put myself there.
Smart. No, you want to know why?
Why?
Because I'm gonna round out my team with somebody that I feel will do the job well and be my enforcer, my silent but deadly powerhouse individual. And I gotta go with none other than Uncle Sweeps himself, Nick Delgado.
Oh boy.
Nick reminds me of Tommaso Ciampa
Oh Jesus.
so much that I'm every time I see him, I'm like Tommaso. And so I need that psycho killer mentality. So that's my team. And I'll just be on the outside reaping the benefits of their work.
While I'm in there working hard helping my
Getting
team
your
out.
ass handed to you.
Working hard helping the team out.
Think about that, though. That's a solid lineup. I have Tom, Ryan, Frank, Pete, and Sweeps.
Hey man. You got plenty of heavy hitters on my side that it surprised you. We can surprise you.
You have Maddie and Ralph. I rest my case there. You have Chrome, yourself, and Jake. It's like the island of misfit fuck toys over there.
And the Island of Misfit Toys can't work together?
I'm gonna keep those comments to myself.
I mean,
we made Brian sad. We made Brian sad. You sons of bitches.
hey, he could be the manager for the team since you want to be on the outside.
Oh, Ralphie will cramp up just walk into the ring. So Brian can be your substitution when Ralphie pulls a hamstring going from Gorilla to the stage. Because they got to go up steps. You got to go up steps to get out of Gorilla half the time. Get into Gorilla. Go up those steps. Ah, hammy.
My ham bone.
That was fun. I'm going to get a graphic made of that.
Oh, Lord.
God. It's so you and I were prepping for this show, right? And we were talking beforehand, and we were like, God, I don't know if I can talk for 2 hours on shit.
This week in wrestling, we have
absolute dog shit.
Wrestling. I mean, we got a decent NXT match out of Pete Dunne, and
I loved it. I didn't like the schmaz finish at the end. You knew it was coming, but I didn't like the schmaz finish.
Well, I feel like that's not McAfee. I feel like that's...
Prism saying, Sweeps is finishing off your team by himself.
Shit. We'll get a couple eliminations. He ain't sweeping us.
Oh, he will. He will. He 100% will.
Nah.
You want to bet?
But I feel like... Yeah.
Oh, we plan on it. All right, before I completely annihilate this week in wrestling, that's a good point, Prism. They had the Undertaker farewell at
Loved it
Survivor
except for
Series.
one thing.
What didn't you like?
Everybody leaving the ring before the Undertaker even came out. I would have liked to see it. I get it. It's the mystique of the Undertaker, but I mean, come on, you've kind of opened that mystique up the past month.
Uh-huh.
At least let him, do the whole, like they've done with Ric Flair and everybody else. Just come out, shake hands, hug something, and then do your typical tribute. Or even after the whole, take a knee. Just why have everybody come out if they're going to leave the ring 5 seconds after introduction?
I think pandemic 1. I think 2.
But they were so close together. If you're worried about the pandemic with no
But I
mask
think
on.
I think the Undertaker thing was done earlier in the week.
Okay. I mean, hell, we all know the only one wearing a mask was Kane.
That was so funny. Oh my God. I'm sitting there, and again, I'm talking back and forth with people, everything like that. And friggin', we see Kane walk down, and it's like, did they forget to tell him that it was casual dress?
I was, honestly, I would have died a little more had he been in his original costume.
That would have been cool.
But he come out in that costume like, Kane, I realize you're married, but maybe you might want to lose a few pounds there, bud.
Like, that would have been better, right?
Yeah, just come out in the old school, But don't get me wrong. Like I said, I loved it all. It threw me for a loop when you bring everybody out and then sweep them away real quick so Undertaker could come out. Or at least Vince. I wonder if that was just because Vince wanted to be alone in the ring? Because of COVID?
Maybe. Here's what I love, though, about the Vince McMahon Undertaker. Like, having the people come out was cool, great.
Yeah.
Having them not be there when Undertaker came out, that doesn't bother me as much. I mean, honestly, none of it really bothered me. I thought it was the only thing that I missed about it was I really wish fans would have been there.
Oh, the piping into the fans.
The piping in, but it was nice, right? You kind of got that. You kind of got it, but
It's
there's nothing like a crowd shot or two would have been nice. But I liked it.
It was a little bit of a feel bad moment for him because he didn't have the entire fan base there to, for the thank you.
But here's what I liked. You could tell how much that moment meant to Vince. You could tell how much that moment meant to The Undertaker.
Yep.
Now, I wish Vince would have been there when Undertaker walked out. Because for 30 years, the man was loyal to Vince.
Yep, shake his hand,
to the
fist
company.
bump something.
I think we'll get another documentary of this day. It'll be like a WWE 24 Survivor Series 2020.
Yeah, I mean, they were all at a bar, more than likely.
We got some of the crew chiming in. Ralph going Team Butters, Jake Team Butters. Chrome says he missed the Undertaker ceremony. What he missed from the Undertaker ceremony was the old garb and DiBiase introducing him. That would have been really, really cool. I know Chrome had talked about it on our show last week about him coming out in the old school Undertaker stuff.
It would have been great.
Chrome saying hashtag Team Butters. And Brian Daly, Team Butter substitute. Somebody on Team Butters isn't safe, just saying. So wait a minute. Now I posed that question to Brian Daly. This is going to go over so well. I can't wait. Brian, if you're going to pull a Randy Orton or a Natty and attack somebody to take them out of the match, who are you going after? That's what I want to know. Who's he going to take out and replace them? God, I hope he says I have my hopes and dreams of who he says.
Who, me?
Chrome. Just because I know Chrome would destroy him.
So
But
I gotta ask you this question.
sure.
How hard did you cry at the pallbearer scene?
I didn't. I
mean, I
didn't.
didn't either, but I loved it. It was that feel good moment that, it's like a little bit longer and the tears probably would have welled up, but it's one of those.
I loved it. I thought it was phenomenal. It was so well done. Chrome, shut up.
What did he say?
No, so they're talking. How I mentioned that I hope Daly takes out Chrome, and he clearly doesn't listen because I said Chrome would turn around and destroy him, verbally and physically. That's why it would be fun for me. That's not a shot at Chrome, right? And then you got Tom over here saying Team Butters, and it's like, wait a minute, Frank's like, wait a minute, you're on the same team as me. Daly saying he'd probably either take out Maddie or Ralphie. Take out a weak link and strengthen the team. What?
Damn.
What?
Damn.
Somebody tag Ralph. Get him back here. Get him back here.
That's funny. Tom's comment's funny. I mean,
yeah. Here we got Team Ritz for life. That's where Tom goes boo. They were playing around with the Face app, the Reface app. Apparently, there's a Nicki Minaj video with my face on it.
Nobody wants to see him on Nicki Minaj.
Nah. Tom Arno going, I don't know what's going on. I left and came back. Face app game. Let's see. Put that one up. Tom and Prism saying hi to each other. Frank tagging Ralph to bring Ralph back here. And Daly's letting Tom know we drafted Survivor Series teams. Tom goes, Frank, I didn't realize what was happening. I stepped away. Yeah, all right. So, Tom, if you're still here, let me set the stage for you. Okay? Joey DiBardino puts in the comment, if you guys had to pick Survivor Series teams with HUD personalities, who would it be? So I go, all right, we'll do that. I'm down. All right. And friggin' I go to Butters. Hey, man, take your first pick, right? And who does he pick? Who does he pick? He picks Maddie as his first pick.
I don't want to hear it.
Not you. He doesn't go for Tom, who's been his champion, who has always been Butters is the GOAT. No. He goes for Maddie. And then he immediately says Ralph. He goes, Maddie, Ralph.
Forgive me. I saw it.
Chrome saying, Andy, the lady friend I'm with said if you close your eyes, you sound like Patton Oswalt from King of Queens. Couldn't be more spot on. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that as a compliment. So Chrome wants to know, wait, so what are the teams? All right, I wrote them down. Hold on, let me pull it back up. All right. On Team Butters, since Butters decided he was going to go first.
God. No, you decided I went first.
Well, yeah, I rephrase that. I decided you were going to go first. Maddie, Ralph, Chrome, Jake, and Butters. That's Team Butters. Team Ritz is Tom, Ryan, Frank, Pete, and Uncle Sweeps. Yes, I'm not in the match. Jake's saying Maddie's going to be HUD's Hornswoggle.
God.
Chrome, we win. Fuck you. and Jake recapping the teams.
Oh my god.
I don't know, man. As I said, it Sweeps reminds me of Tommaso Ciampa. I think he would wreck all of you easily. But no, I will say, to kind of bring it back to the Undertaker thing for just a minute, and then we're gonna go on to this week in wrestling. You could feel the emotion, right? It was just the right amount for somebody who, yeah, the last ride was his way of saying I'm retiring. The Boneyard match was a great final match.
Oh, by far.
But this was a moment for him to come out and lay the character to rest properly in the ring with just the right way to do it. It was the right amount of time. He didn't say too much. He didn't say very little. He said the right amount of dialogue, and it was great. I loved it, every minute of it. So this week in wrestling, Lana picks up another win, though. Chrome says, love you guys. Have a great rest of your show. Hashtag Team Butters. Hashtag we win. Hashtag Team Ritz sucks.
Damn. Yo.
Daly says, I'm out, boys. Love you guys. Have a great rest of the show. Chrome, Brian, thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Guys, have a great rest of your night. And Tom going, Team Ritz, and it's not close. LOL. Well, duh. I pick smarter. Asuka and Lana pick up a win, right? Because it starts out with Asuka versus Lana for the Raw Women's title, which, by the way, she magically gets a Raw Women's title.
Right? After, what was it, a backstage segment with Asuka trying to... Lana don't even know what the hell's going on at this point. Don't even understand Lana or Asuka.
Asuka's with Lana. Asuka heard that Lana wanted to challenge her, but Lana says she was misheard. Asuka says she likes challenges and she'll see her in the ring.
Lana's like, wait, what? I get a title shot?
Yeah.
Cool.
So here's the description of the match. Before the match can begin, the tag champs Nia and Shayna are at ringside. They're here to watch. The match is on. Lana off the top ropes with a pin attempt for a near fall. Asuka quickly takes the momentum with a knee strike. Asuka to the outside where she's taunted by Jackson Baszler. The tag champs attack Asuka, resulting in a DQ. Post-match, Jax attempts to put Asuka through a table, but Lana helps to make sure that doesn't happen. And again, I'm reading verbatim here.
Yeah, I know.
Jax clearly cheesed. All right, I'm going to repeat that. Jax clearly cheesed, takes the mic and asks for a tag match. We'll likely get that after the break. Back live, yada, yada, yada. All right, here comes the end of the match. Asuka's kick is caught as Baszler follows up with a high knee for a near fall. Things break down outside the ring as Lana avoids Jax, who falls over the announce desk. Shayna goes for a Kirifuda clutch on Lana on the apron, but Asuka comes behind with a roll-up 3. All right, so let's see here. Before we talk about that more, Frank goes, I just noticed the Pokemon's behind Butters. I have a friend who loves Gengar. Ryan wants to know, did you miss an HUD draft? Yes, Ryan, you did. Can Team Butters claim Wilson and Team Ritz can have Brinkman? I don't know. Let me think about that. Yeah, I'll take Brinkman.
Let's do it to it.
I'll take Brinkman. And Frank goes, why, yes, we're on the same team, to Ryan. Could this be the start, though, of them pushing Lana to the moon?
Yes, and what I could see with this setup is women's tag titles on the line at TLC.
Her and Asuka?
Yeah.
Oh, Christ. Her and
I'm
Asuka.
not saying they win. I'm saying just to set up to a match because they're kind of being a little more chummy. I think even after the show, something on Twitter or some crap like that.
Oh, for the love of God. If you put the tag titles on Lana and Asuka, it's like the new Odd Couple.
Exactly. And then
fuck, they're going to put the tag titles on Lana and Asuka.
And that really that could really set the tone of a pissed off Nia, a pissed off, at Lana. But then Asuka doesn't have to defend her title at TLC now that she's defended it against Lana. So you could go that route of Asuka and Lana for the women's tag team championship against Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler in a tables match.
There's another reason why I love Prism. Yes, y'all are Team Ritz. I thought he said we all are Team Ritz. Never mind.
But I see it in the tables match.
Ah, damn it!
Well, hey, and here's how it goes. Nia Jax up, Lana comes up, pushes her into the table. It's the only way you're gonna get. That's the only way you're gonna get Lana.
No.
Nia through a table.
Nope. Here's how it goes. Nia goes for a Samoan drop on Lana through the table. Nia goes through the table, and Lana never touches it.
I can see that too.
That's how they win the titles. Damn it!
It's a tables match. They've been. I swear, I feel like that's where it's been going. I said it a while back. I'll say it again. Somehow, Nia and Lana are getting into a tables match, and I think this is where it sets up a tables match between them.
Ugh. Joey wants to know, why would you want Brinkman on any team? Man, you know what? I think Brinkman's another one that is scrappy. I think he fights dirty.
Scrappy-Doo?
Scrappy-Doo. So there's a triple threat match next week on Raw to determine Drew McIntyre's number one contender.
Mm-hmm.
It's AJ Styles versus Matt Riddle versus Keith Lee.
Now, if what I've heard is true, and again, you got to take this with a grain of salt coming from the source.
Okay.
They've already picked Drew's TLC opponent. So he will more than likely get inserted into this match next week and make it a fatal four-way for a number one contenders match. With that being Braun Strowman.
But Braun is indefinitely suspended.
That storyline. They can somehow, they could, look how this week went. Do you really don't think that they could, come up with something?
I don't think they could, though.
Please, they got 3 weeks to figure it out. But apparently, like I said, you take it with a grain of salt considering the source, but apparently Strowman is locked in for Drew's TLC opponent.
I don't like that.
But then again,
I want to see Drew Keith Lee.
We all want to see Drew Keith Lee, but this is Vince we're talking about here.
Good point. The Fiend was stalking Orton, coming off of a great Firefly Funhouse segment where we must lay to rest our friend, the Friendship Frog.
The what?
The Friendship Frog.
Oh dear Jesus!
In the Firefly Funhouse segment, a frog puppet appeared. His name is Friendship Frog, and he believes that friendship lasts forever. Bray asks Alexa to show the frog what she's going to do to Nikki tonight. Bray shifts Alexa into her dark state, and she murders the frog with a mallet.
All right, Harley.
Bray asks the viewers to join them in a brief moment of silence for the frog, and at the end, Bray says it's a real shame that he croaked as Alexa and Bray laughed in the segment. I don't make this stuff up anymore. I don't have the energy to.
And they say the creative doesn't have any ideas for people.
Yeah. Are we gonna talk about how Toni Storm shocks the world?
Oh yeah. Once we hadn't even got to NXT yet, so hell yeah.
We're at NXT. We're doing it anyway. We're doing it now. We're doing it live.
It shocked me. I was surprised it didn't happen sooner, but still, it shocked me.
I love it. I like the idea of Toni getting inserted into this match, kind of going heel.
At least it wasn't done at War Games.
Yeah, at least it wasn't done at War Games. I don't think we're gonna get a War Games turn. Thank God. They're way too predictable.
I was going to say, the only way we'd get a War Games turn is in the men's.
No, I don't see that happening.
But I don't either. I'm just saying that'd be the only turn I could see because I don't see them doing the women 2 years in a row at War Games. Triple H and Shawn are too damn good right now with NXT to see that. What I do see is our mystery masked man being someone other than Pat McAfee taking Pat's spot in the War Games.
That I can see, but I would love to see Pat in the War Games.
I would too, but Pat's going to have some BS excuse, I feel. Because why would you have somebody in a mask ruin the match for Kyle O'Reilly if we already know Pat McAfee, was the original person underneath that mask? So who do you have under that mask? Do you have Tyler Bate like some people are hoping it is?
If it's Tyler Bate, though.
Like some people they say the size is about right. Oh, God.
Uh-oh. Ryan says, I just went back and watched. Butters took Ralph over Tom and I. You're doomed. You're so doomed. You're so dead. Yep, do it yourself. Just go away. We saw the Rhea Ripley bit. Oh shit, what did I just do? There it is. We saw the Rhea Ripley bit where Rhea starts to talk about her future.
Mm-hmm. So do you think we'll see Rhea EO at War Games, or do you think we'll see Rhea in the War Games?
I think it's going to be Rhea, EO, Ember, Shotzi. Because they laid out EO during Rhea's segment.
I like it.
I think that's going to be the team that's announced next week. And I love those pairings.
I love it. I'm expecting a damn good match out of it. Out of honestly both of them, but still, I'm expecting hella good matches.
Yeah, I think it's going to be greatness. Did you catch the Xia Li Boa segment?
It's freaking me out a little bit, but I'm trying to still figure out where the hell they're going with this.
I think it's a woman underneath the cloak.
I think so too, but I'm still trying to figure out what the hell they're trying to pull out of this.
I don't know, but I like it. I like it a lot.
Are we? I get it. They're trying to make Xia and Boa.
Prism, I wouldn't trust Butters to pick his lunch.
Hey, I pick my lunch all the time. What you talking about? Why do you think I'm this fat?
That's great.
I mean, I guess we're gonna see Xia and Boa become like this unstoppable,
I think whatever they're going through is to change them into new contenders.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Yeah, 100%.
But again, like you said, who's this mystery woman? Is she just a random mystery woman just to make them, new contenders, or is she actually going to be a random new person that's a manager?
I don't know. That I would be interested to see. We got Don chiming in. What's up, fellas? What's up, Don?
What's up?
I don't see Don over here all that often. It's good to have you here, buddy. Jey Uso was on a Warpath this week on Smackdown.
Wait, you mean
Roman
Smackdown
Reigns
happened?
Yeah. Roman Reigns essentially reiterating his promo from Survivor Series where they don't respect you. If they don't respect you, they don't respect me. If they don't respect me, they don't respect the family. Go fix it. Which I please God, don't let that be his line every week.
I think that's going to be his line every week.
Which that's going to be how you're going to get people to hate this. Yes.
I honestly believe some people have already lost interest in this whole thing because of just how it's going.
I won't say I've lost interest in this
I'm not
because I
saying
think
you.
it's some of
I'm saying some people. It's slowly beginning to start because it's that whole. Here's Roman being down our throats because he's the head of the family now.
I don't think it's that though. I think people lose interest in it just because they're
They're seeing the
borderline
same thing.
unintelligent. You
Yeah.
know, and they want to criticize everything when it doesn't need to be criticized. In the grand scheme of it all, not everything needs to be criticized with this. This is a way to have Roman do something different. It's some of the best work he's done. There's a different sense of confidence in Roman
Yeah.
in his segments than when he was doing all the face stuff, all
That's
the
what I say.
baby face stuff.
Would you say it's because of the heel turn?
Yes, it's 100% because of the heel turn.
Would you say it's also because Paul Heyman's in on it?
Yes, I think so.
All right.
I truly think so.
Because I think honestly that's what kind of Roman needed all along to get that push is just not a full mouthpiece but a tiny mouthpiece on the side to kind of.
He's got
him.
that special counsel that when it's needed.
Exactly. Instead of week after week the same. What's that smile? What's that smile?
So apparently, Mr. Chucks Moranin, is not happy that he was undrafted. That is the story I'm being told.
I mean, if we had to go there, why don't we just put all the names down on a list and draft everybody to this at once to one big ass Survivor Series team? What to figure it out 1 week? No.
We might do we could get more people on and do multiple teams, right? You want to keep it traditional. You want to keep it 5-on-5, and you're not going to make everybody happy, right?
Nah.
I think it's not necessarily one. You only know about 6 people in this company, right? And you picked pretty much all the people you knew, except Ryan and Tom and Frank. You didn't even. I don't even think you've ever met Jake.
Don't
but
beat
no,
up.
Ryan is all on board for this. I don't know if he's on board for a company wide or we get more people on to do multiple teams. I don't know what he's yesing for.
Probably yes, gonna beat me up.
Don goes, hold on, I missed the draft. Yes, you did. We drafted 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series teams of the HUD radio personalities.
Don, go back to about the 40-minute mark, bud.
And watch Butters here royally screw up.
Right? Go back to about the 40-minute mark, maybe a few minutes before that. Watch me lose my shit.
But I think Roman, everything's fallen into place for him. But I don't think this is for him. I think this is for Jey. This is a backwards
storyline.
Yes, I think this is a backwards way to bring light to Jey.
He's been doing damn good in these matches, regardless of whether he wins or loses.
I think this is Roman's established. Roman will always be a top guy. Not saying this is Roman on his way out by no means, but it's kind of like taking the storyline to life, right? Take care of the family, right? He has an opportunity to eventually put over Jey because I think that's what this leads to.
I was gonna say, could we see that WrestleMania moment? And we'll go to Happy Magical Fairy Tale End for this one.
So I'm being told. Hold on, let me pause you. I need to sign the damn contract and make it happen next week. Okay, fine. Next week, here on In This Very Ring, we will draft our A2D teams. So, Butters, you need to start learning people's names.
Oh boy, I'm scared.
You should be. You 100% should be. I will wreck you.
Please, you will get
Bro.
slapped down with the butter toast all day long.
Bro, your first two picks were Maddie and Ralph.
Surprise.
My first two were Tom and Ryan.
My first two picks could surprise you out the door.
Like,
But anyways, I can't.
Joey DiBordino. Andy drafts All-Stars. Butters drafts Scraps.
Ooh.
Frank says maybe you should do an A2D draft style in the style of the WWE draft. Give them separate brands. Put them on separate brands. Give them titles and stables and things. Ooh. They're further conversations will need to be had on this.
Yes.
But I think this is a way to push Jey to the moon. He's eventually going to get that win over Roman.
So back to Magical Fairy Tale Land here for a second.
Okay.
WrestleMania, Jey versus Roman. To put Jey, at the head of the table with a big win. Because Roman no longer has a title. Jey wins the title.
I don't see that happening at Mania.
That's why I said Magical Fairy Tale Christmas Land, okay?
Okay.
With Jey pulling off the win. And then Jay's got the title going, now I'm the head of the family.
Possibly. It really needs to.
It don't even have to be a match for the title. It should just be a match for to be the head of the family.
You don't do that at Mania, though.
Okay, you don't have to do it at Mania. You just, build up to it. Have one hell of a match. Head of the family.
It's a possibility.
Jey versus Roman in a head of the family match.
Very possible. Very, very possible.
Because that's what
So, did you see? I took a screenshot because I had to read it. I had to have it so I could read it on the air. WWE gives an update on Otis and Jey Uso's condition because at the end of the show, Jey versus Kevin Owens, great match, right? And it ends with Owens laying out Jey Uso.
Big time laying out.
But Otis gets attacked earlier in the night by Jey Uso. So here is what WWE Digital has learned about the status of the two Blue Brand superstars.
Oh, God, I read this earlier.
Otis was evaluated by WWE Medical following Jey Uso's attack.
Yep.
The evaluation revealed multiple areas of contusions and tenderness of the muscles throughout the thoracic spine region. Examination of the bony regions of the thoracic spine and ribs did not reveal any abnormalities. Okay, sure. Jey Uso was sent to the trainer's room following his match with Kevin Owens, and the ringside physician's evaluation revealed bilateral upper extremity weakness as a result of stretching of the lower cervical nerve roots from the chair strikes. The belief is that this weakness is temporary and should resolve over the next few days. So what I understood from that was Otis had an owie and Jey had a boo-boo.
Pretty much. Where's their mommy to kiss those owies and boo-boos?
I mean, damn.
We didn't just get, you got contusions, you got bruises. We got the medical dictionary thrown at us here, okay?
No, here's what was happening. Somebody was sitting there, they were on their computer, typing away, writing an article, and they had like Grey's Anatomy or ER or NCIS on screen, and they're like, bilateral contusions. Ooh, that sounds good. Ooh, that's what happened to Otis.
You know what? It would not surprise me if somebody a real doctor looked that up and going, that's not a, it more likely is, but going, that's not a real thing. Piss off. Call their ass out on it.
Oh, I'm going to. I have.
Because what was this? Stretching of the lower cervical nerve root from chair strikes. Wait, what?
What is? Hold on.
How do you
Lower cervical.
How do you stretch something from getting hit with a chair?
Hold on.
Copy and paste.
That's what I'm doing.
Friend.
Shut up.
I was about to say, that's your best friend. You trying to type up big words is just going to end horrible. Because your head's going to explode and then you're not really going to have any hair.
Shut up. Literally, you can't find just a normal answer to that question. I'm calling a doctor. But nah, I've never been so numb to a week of pro wrestling in my life.
I could go with the Saudi week.
No, the Saudi week was good.
No, I'm saying a Saudi week. Just name one.
Oh, there were good matches. Don't get me wrong, right?
Yeah.
But when you look at overall story, what you needed to do this week was continue to tell a story, and you needed to build a new story, and you kind of got that. I think you got that more on Raw than you did on SmackDown.
A possible. We're setting up for a possible Sammy versus Bryan, or that could just have been a one-off match. Who the heck? Because I think we're setting up now instead for Big E versus Sammy for the title, or a triple threat.
My internet go out, or did you go out?
I'm fine. You're the one that's like stopped. I think it was yours that went out.
All right, fair enough.
But,
probably.
But either we're setting up for a triple threat between Sammy, Big E, and Daniel, or we're setting up Sammy versus Big E.
Very good possibility. Very good possibility.
Between the backstage segment between Big E and Sammy, the whole conspiracy, Sammy making fun of Big E's IC title reign. Maybe we'll see Big E with a IC title run, a good one, as a big push for now.
We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what it was about this week, but none of it
clicked.
None of it jumped out off of paper for me.
Well, I mean, unless they're just trying to hold off until War Games.
If they're holding off till after War Games, okay, I'll give them that. I don't really like it, but I'll give it to them.
No, because at that point you're way too close to TLC.
Yeah, but I'll give them that. I'll give them that option.
Maybe they're just trying to, just kind of take it easy till War Games. Once War Games is done, then go balls deep for TLC.
Maybe. But I don't know, man. I'm just kind of.
It's one of those weeks.
It really is. It's one of those weeks where, and I think having Thanksgiving and all that other stuff, it was just kind of like, nah.
And that could have been it. That could have been, you know what? It's the holidays. Many people are going to watch. So let's just throw things out.
Yeah, we'll see. But that's all the time we have. Well, before we do that, do you have anything for running?
There wasn't really anything this week again.
No, not really.
This week in wrestling been toned down for the
day. They pulled it down a little bit. All right, guys, that is all the time we have tonight. Chat, I gotta thank the chat for chiming in all night long, hanging out with us. We will be back here next week. We've got a big show apparently planned for next week. A continuation of this Survivor Series talk. Survivor Series HUD style next week here on In This Very Ring. We're going to have our War Games preview show next week where we will preview War Games. We'll talk a little War Games history and do a little preview. We did actually have a winner to the predictions bouts. It was Mike Flores. We were all slated for him to come on tonight, and I got a message about 5 minutes before we went on the air. Hey man, I'm running late. I'm not gonna make it tonight. So we'll have him on before TLC. Get in to hang out with us for a little bit very soon. But my name is Ritz. That is Butters. We are brought to you every week by Specialized Physical Therapy LLC, Dr. Paul Vidal and his team. They are the best in the business at Burlington, Cherry Hill, Princeton, New Jersey, or find them on the web at specializedphysicaltherapy.com.
Maybe you can ask them about Otis and Jay's condition.
I actually planned on asking them if they're on agree to disagree tomorrow. I'm gonna get that figured out real quick. Also Michael Ambrose and his team at Ambuck Services 856-879. I totally blanked on the rest of the number. Hold on here. I actually have it here. But they are your gutter and deck restoration experts of South Jersey. Make sure you guys check them out with the holiday season coming, with parties for, well, I say parties, and however Jersey's doing parties right now in the pandemic. Give them a call at 856-879-5530. Okay, I was right with what I thought. I guessed myself. I second-guessed myself and said, no, that's not right. Also, make sure you guys check out Philly Drinkers. 25% off on phillydrinkers.com/collections/HUD radio. Make sure you tell Alex and his team that HUD sent you. You can get all your best swag, all your shirts. The holidays are coming. Hanukkah, Christmas, December birthdays are on the horizon. Guys, we out. We'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Make sure you're following us on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. We are everywhere. The takeover is real. If you missed us live, if you missed any show live this week, especially what's today, Saturday? Last night's Fan Friday, go listen to them. Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify Speaker, anywhere where you get your podcast. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a rating. We'll see you here next week. Check out Agree to Disagree tomorrow as they get ready for Monday night's Eagles game. Sports Hounds on Monday. Probably going to do a reaction to the game. After Dark on Tuesday. AM and the PM and the Fix and Card Knocks on Wednesday. On Thursday is Birds of a Feather and Hockey Happy Hour. Friday has... It has Fan Friday on Friday. Saturday, Kicking It. It's been a long week, man. Kicking It Stateside, weekly roundup. Kev's Corner and us. We'll be back here next week.
Rich
guys.
still in his food coma.
Dude. We out. Peace.